the parsha. And then eventually, I mean...
No, you don't do it by nefesh.
No. Then you continue. Now, I said it's a shtickle yontif when you learn this afternoon. I was zeichet to learn a shtickle Mesilas Yesharim, one little piece, and it's a beautiful piece. And then just tonight, I'm looking here at the Heilige Ish Kodesh, the piece that's in the Rebbe, and they don't bring the Mesilas Yesharim, but he quotes the Slonim Rebbe, and it's a mamish the same zach. So it's beautiful. You have two different worlds here colliding. Some would say it's illegal to mention them in the same name, but avad nisht. And let's get there. Before we get there, we're going to be makdim. Makdim with who? With Moshe Feinstein. Everything is akdam of Moshe Feinstein. Says the Heilige Jerash Moshe. Says the Heilige Jerash Moshe. I refer, reserve, the chvais nishvas. I do what I'm given, I put it in my pocket, and everyone else takes care of the rest. Says the pasuk, Vayeshev Yisrael be'eretz Mitzrayim be'eretz Kosh. Yosef Etzadik. Yosef Etzadik invites his brothers down to Yerushalayim, down to Mitzrayim, and Yaakov Avinu comes down and they settle there. Now, just to remind ourselves, what was Mitzrayim? What was Egypt? Egypt was the worst, the lowest, the most depraved and filthy place in the world. Yes, I know people say that Avada, America, we're worse than everything. Lamaisa, they're a Mentes, so I don't think we could be worse. Okay, there's levels in the Mentes, and okay. Lamaisa, Mitzrayim was a geferliche place. The brothers, the Shiftei Ka, are going to live in this horrible place called Mitzrayim. And one could anticipate and envision a high level of lack of want, a high level of yerida that would happen right now. The Shvatim are going from living in their own little world as shepherds, and now they're going to living in the filth of Mitzrayim. Says Moshe Feinstein, the pasuk teaches us how they dealt with such a predicament, and teaches us how for eternity, says Moshe, we could always deal in every horrible situation, we'll call it from Europe to Nazi Germany to whatever we call America right now. How do we deal with the world around us? How do we deal with the fact that we live in a world that is just so full of everything? It used to be we would say taiva, then we would say anti-Semitism, and then we would say everything, filled with everything, from people who want to kill us, from people who don't want to look at us, to taivas and inappropriate and I don't even want to, whatever word comes to your brain, use, and going all the way to all extremes. So how do you deal with that? Says Moshe, the pasuk teaches us the answer. Vayeshev Yisrael be'eretz Mitzrayim be'eretz Goshen. They lived in Eretz Mitzrayim, in Eretz Goshen. Ask Moshe, why does the pasuk say they went to Eretz Mitzrayim, to Eretz Goshen? Tamua. We know that they went to Mitzrayim, and we know already from the previous pasuk that Goshen is in Mitzrayim. So what's the pasuk teaching us? Saying again, they went to Mitzrayim, they went to Goshen. Says Moshe, you know what the pasuk is teaching us? That even though they needed to be in Galus Mitzrayim, sarich lehishtadel. You have to put in all your energies, sheloi nihiyeh mi'urvavin, that you should not be mixed, ela berichlik behem. You have to be a little bit distant than the Goyim, so that you don't learn from their ways. And therefore, even though they had to be in Mitzrayim, but they dwelt in their own little area called Goshen. And says Ramesha, from here another limud is that in every place, efshir lilmoid v'lavoid es Hashem Yisbarach. And I heard people quoting this Ramesha. I don't know if he maybe said this or others say this. What's he adding on here? That in every scenario, there's a way. They say he's adding on the Holocaust, and he's adding on communist Russia, and he's adding on secular America, and he's adding on wherever you are, B'chol Medina, in every single situation in life, it's possible to learn and to serve Hashem. V'lo yamru, and don't say b'medina zu efshar, the line that we've heard people say about America and the whatevers, people say about the Holocaust, people say about all the persecutions. It's efshar. It's impossible. Says Ramesha, it's no such thing. What's the answer? To create a Goshen, to create a safe haven, to create an oasis of life within the filth. But I like to take it one step deeper. And I think if Ramesha is saying this on a macro, on a global level, Ramesha is teaching us, this is why we have Jewish communities. Aside from the fact that we want to have shuls, and aside from the fact, because we need to have our own area. We need to have our own area. We need to have a place that we're insular, that we have our own situation, that we don't have to feel like we're being destroyed. We have to have the Goshen within the Mitzrayim. But I think if we zoom in even more, if we go into our own personal lives, I think, again, I'm just extending Ramesha, that within our own personal Mitzrayims, we could create Goshens. Within our own personal struggles and difficulties, within our own difficult days and long weeks, we have to create an oasis, a Goshen. What does that mean? Maybe that means we have to create a shir that we go to, and now we walk into a place. Where am I now? I'm now in Goshen. I'm not in Mitzrayim. I'm not in the world of taiva. I'm not in the world of desires. I'm not in the world of money. I'm not in the world of rat race. I'm not in the world of complications. I'm not in the world of shalom bayis. I'm not in the world of anything. I'm in a little Goshen called my Gemara for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, for 20 minutes, halavai, more and more. But even more than that, in a practical way, someone recently was commenting that at home he can't learn. He can't learn at home. And many people have that. There's too many distractions and too many issues, and it's true. We have to figure out a way to create a Goshen. Maybe it's when I sit over here for these 10 minutes, I need to be myself. We need to have an area in our own. It can't be in our own homes. We can't learn. That's horrible. It's horrible. We need to have a ability to create a Goshen, to create a safe haven, to create a little area of Kedusha amidst every Toma, and even within areas that aren't Tama. Hopefully our homes are not Mitzrayim. Hopefully our homes are beautiful Mekaymes of the Shechina. Our homes are the little Mikdash Mat, but even within there, we need to create a way not to have distractions and not to have, and it's interesting, the same effort one puts into when one needs to work at home should be when one needs to learn at home. We all know when one needs to work at home, what do? Maybe they have a study, maybe they close the door, so then one has to know, okay, if I need to learn, or we always need to learn, if I have the time, create an area, create a Goshen. Ramesh is teaching us an incredible lima that in every situation in our life, and we can apply this. One goes on a business trip, and he has to be in a difficult situation. He has to be in an area of difficult nisyonis, and he has to be in a very busy day that he has no time to do anything. Every single situation needs a little Goshen. The Goshen could be as small as putting on one's tefillin and davening for 10 minutes, hopefully much larger that could encompass davening and learning and chesed and having parts of our day that are just not the Mitzrayim, not the filth that we are in. That's one vart from the Heilige Moshe Feinstein. But now